Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers.
Andy Borregales set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Set. What's up?
First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
38-yard line.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
19 yards.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
20.
Baker changing the play at the line.
What's up?
Mayfield on play action. That's taken in. It's Isaac DeSaw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again to Montgomery out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7.
Regular. 180. What's up?
Mayfield. Pass caught by Fanning. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Mayfield looks to throw. Touchdown! Trey Tucker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
No gain on the
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got his man. It's Warren. Into space at the 45. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. To the air, Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. Room past the 35. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's 3rd and 3.
180.
Here's Mayfield. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
10 at the 37-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Kings! 180!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
180!
Mayfield to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2.
What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
In a fourth down.
Patterson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
They'll throw with Penix. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Penix's pass.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
180!
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Now a second and 10. Now Penix. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your offenses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
180! Done.
Mayfield down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, what a move. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Good. Watch out!
They're going to look to throw. To the left side, he finds Teslam. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. And looking to throw, Penix. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Operating from the gun, Penix. He's got it to Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
First down, Raiders.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Quinshon Judkins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
20.
Now Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To the air, Bennett. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one out to the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first down, here's Jenkins. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is caught by Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
A give up the middle, Judkins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Chargers 17.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield.
Pass caught by Foreman.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Mike Green in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
It's taken to the 26. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.